What's going on, guys? I'm Louie here from Sin City Living, and today I'm going to go over how to play blackjack or 21. So, for those of you who have never played 21, it's a very simple game. The objective is to get as high or as close as you can to 21 without going over 21. Fair enough, right? But you also have to be high enough to where you can also beat the dealer's hand. Okay? It's not a game where it's like poker where you're playing against everybody and the dealer's neutral. No. It's everybody versus the dealer. Okay? Or the dealer's hands, I should say, because we have no control over how we play, actually. But that's besides the point. The goal, get as close as you can to 21 without going over and beat the dealer's hand. Okay? So most places, and the payouts are always, my apologies, payouts are always even money unless you get a blackjack. A blackjack is an ace card with a face card, meaning a jack, queen, king, okay, or a 10. Okay, an ace with a card with the value of 10 on the first two cards. Now, most places off the strip will pay 3 to 2, meaning for every 2 you get 3. Okay, so if you have $10, it's going to pay you $15. If you have $5, it's going to pay you $7.50. Say if you have $25. Going to pay you $37.50. Okay. Most places on the strip, unless you're playing like $100 or $200 minimum, are going to pay you 6 to 5, meaning every 5 gets 6. If you have $12, or my apology, if you have $10, you're going to get $12. If you have $25, you're going to get $30. Okay, and that is for the blackjack. Okay, you can only get blackjack on the first 2 cards. Then you have other rules like a double down and a split. Okay, let me pull up a few cards actually. There we go. So a double down would be at, like, let's say you have an 11, right? You have an 11, okay? To double down means you will double your money, your flat bet, okay? Double it. You signal 1 card. You can either get a face up or face down depending on the casino, and that's the only card you will get. You cannot take another hit after a double down. Okay, so you signal for 1 hand, 1 card, and you get one card. Okay, you cannot pull your bet back, you cannot add to it. Once it's there, it's locked in. Now maybe you don't want to double down, you don't want to double your money, maybe you don't feel confident, maybe the dealer has a pretty decent hand, a decent looking hand. Maybe you just want to take a hit. Okay, you would signal a hit, which is a little scratching motion. Good thing. Maybe, but now because they didn't double down, they're only taking a hit. Now they can hit again. They increased from 11 to 12. Now they're at 14. They want another hit. They bust. They have over 21. They have too many cards. So they lose. We'll lock up those cards. Okay. So if you want to hit, you take the hit. If you want to stay, this is the signal to stay. So if you had something like this, 19, that's a pretty decent hand. You're going to signal stay. That means you don't want to hit and move on to the next player. Stay. So hit, stay, double down. Now, let's go on to the split. You can only split when you have two of the same card. They don't have to be the same suit, but two of the same card. Let's say I have two aces, you would signal split. So what that means is we're going to separate these. Now you have two separate hands, okay? On the aces, if you split on aces, you can only take one card. And now this looks like a blackjack, but it's not. Why? Because it's not the first two cards you were dealt. Okay? Now let's say, let me look for an 8. There we go, perfect. Aces and 8s are usually what people split. Okay? Now, let's say you were dealt 8 and you want to split. You split. Why can you keep taking cards? Because they're not aces. Aces have the value of a 1 or an 11. You have the option. It's not either 1 or 11. Now, or it's not, oh, it's 11, it has to be 11. No. Or it's 1, it has to be 1. No, it doesn't matter. Unless, of course, you have something like this. You have 12. You can't go from 12 to 23. No, it has to be 13, okay? Otherwise, you go over. But if you have something like this, that can be a 4 or 14, and you can keep hitting, okay? Boom. Now, it went from a 4 or 14 to a solid, hard 14, okay? So now, let's go back to the split. So they're splitting. Oh, they take the hit. They can double down after the hit as well. They signal one card. You give them their one card. Okay, now they move on to the next one. 18. They can take a hit if they'd like. They don't have to be stuck there. They can take it. Let me move this over. Okay. Take that double down away. They can keep hitting. Okay, so now they have 15. They can keep hitting. 17. They can keep hitting. 19. Okay, until they signal to stay. Okay. So now I'm going to deal a couple live hands. And some of you may be wondering, how do you buy in on a blackjack table? It's very simple. You come to the table, you have your ID at the ready. The dealer cannot take anything from your hands, so place everything down. Okay? Place it down on the table. You come to the table with ID. Place your ID down at the table. Okay, they'll grab it when they're ready. They might be in the middle of a game. They'll wait until they have time. They'll grab it. They'll check your ID, or they'll have a floor person come over and look at the ID. Okay. And then you drop your stack of money down. Again, don't come over trying to give it to them. They can't take it from your hand. Place it down on the table right in front of where you're going to sit. So if you're going to sit right here, place it down right where you're going to sit at. We don't do money plays anymore. We don't do that. So if you put it in the betting circle, don't expect to receive some cards. No. They will announce change only, and then they'll run your money down. Okay. Okay, they'll run your money down, and then they'll proceed to cut it. I'm just going to pretend this is $100 right here, and then they'll announce change 100. They'll stack it up. They'll ship it off. Take your money. They'll lock it up. Okay. They'll tell you good luck or fuck you, one of the two. Now, if they're a good dealer, they're going to tell you good luck. And in order to make a bet, place it in the betting circle. Casinos are going to have all kinds of various bonus bets and whatnot. Just if you're unfamiliar with them, ask the dealer. They'll be more than willing to help you out and walk you through it. But just to play regular blackjack, you don't have to bet the bonus bets. You can bet the main bet. Okay? So I'm just going to have a couple bets out there and just run through a couple hands. Okay. So right here, you have 14, so they'll say 14. They'll wait for your signal. On a 14 against a 9, you're probably going to take a hit. You signal for the hit. You have too many. They'll take your money. They'll lock up the cards. Okay. 20, they're going to stay. Then the player will expose their cards. 19. Then we'll move on to the next hand. Okay? Stop twisting. Okay. 20, stay. 11. Against the 2, that is a double down worthy hand. So they'll signal double down. Oof, 13. 12. Too many, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very well played. And that's how you win. Now you stack up your money. Okay? You stack it, you pull it back, whatever you want to do, okay? It's that simple. Blackjack is such an easy game. You're not playing against the other players, you're only playing against the dealer. You want to get as close as you can to 21 as possible without going over. You just want to beat the dealer's hand. That's it. That's it. That's all you want to do. Now, as always, I want to go ahead and thank our patrons. If you want more information, there should be some in the description below. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.